What is science? Science is a systematic way of learning facts about a topic. Science is the way of exploring the world. To most of the people, science means some abstract subjects such as physics, chemistry, biology, mechanics, to quote a few, which has to be studied as a part of education. How wrong is this?
Science, darkness to light. Once upon a time, there were two little boys by name Wilbur and Oliver. The father had a little fascination for buying toys for them.
Take your plastic ruler and just hold it at one end, keeping it on a table, and try to beat the other end. Do you hear some sound? Yes. At the same time, you can see some vibrations. Now, let me ask you one question. Do you see the vibrations in all the cases where sound is produced? If you analyze the different kinds of sound described here, can you see vibrations in all the situations?
Geometry is one of the ancient branches of mathematics, and Euclid of Alexandria has given scope for exploring geometry in n number of ways.
Babylonians at center, in a smaller circle, had all cities, villages, rivers, marshes and mountains. Sumerians, Babylonians,
Greeks, Anaximander and Heka. Greece in the center again, the same Alexander who came to India.
Yes, Alexander, the great Greek ruler.
Map makers draw imaginary lines on maps and globes. Some of these lines are long, and they go all the way from the bottom of a map to the top. These long lines are called lines of longitude.
Biogeochemical cycles.
Bio?
Geo?
Chemicals.
Sounds so complicated.
Bio means biology. Geo means geology. Chemicals we already know.
Science, when we talk about, we never think that it is something beyond the chemicals and the structures, the plants and animals. That is what is all about science, we think. But if I give you a simple example of a territory, a place very close to one of the districts in Telangana, the Nalgonda district. Now when I talk about a district, why am I talking about a place?
I am sure you will be able to guess the chapter. To give you a hint, it is that chapter which is going to help us to interact with each other. Without that chapter, it is very difficult for you to follow the lesson. This much hint I have given you. Now better try to guess the chapter. Yes, your guess is correct, and the chapter is a sound.
Concept is related to everything that is around you. What do you see around yourself? Yes, a book what you read, a pen with which you write, a table, a chair, everything what is around you, what you see around is matter.
Now we are going to learn about the division of polynomial. Before going for the division of polynomial, let us learn about the division of natural numbers.
We have learned about the quadrilaterals and the definition of quadrilateral, and the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. That is, sum of 4 angles of quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Now, in this class we are going to discuss about the different types of quadrilaterals. You see here different quadrilaterals are drawn on this board. If we observe the shapes and their properties, and we get their respective names, let us recall their properties and accordingly name the name of the quadrilateral.
Dear student, you must be having your friends, relatives in the different parts of the world, isn't it? You are at this time you are in the school. Do you think that, yeah, you are saying that your uncle is in Australia? Yes, she is saying that her aunt is in North America. So, all your relatives, friends who are there in different parts of the world, do you think that all the students like you, they are in the schools?
Hello friends, let me complete my work in kitchen. What am I doing in kitchen? I am trying to understand the nature of substances that I come across every day in my kitchen. To begin with, I had a cup of orange juice. It was sour in taste. Lemonade, it is also sour in taste. Baking soda that we commonly use in kitchen for making bhajis mixed in a solution. I mixed hand wash in a solution. Salt and sugar solution.
Hello students, I welcome you to the fresh topic today, chapter number 11, food security. Before going into that chapter, let us try to have a preface of the concepts. Now, as you know children, we have certain basic needs for our existence. Now, what are the basic needs? Basically, we might be knowing roti, kapda and makan. You might have heard in most of the context about this concept. This is nothing but food, clothing and shelter.
So children, when you are talking about climate, now tell me what is the climate of your area, and do you have any difference of definitions regarding weather and climate?
Light, 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 a form of energy. Every luminous body that emits light, and light is making us see different objects. What exactly is the nature of light? According to different people, the nature has been given in a different way. According to Newton, light is in the form of small, tiny particles called corpuscles. The entire concept of propagation of light and other features of light were explained by considering corpuscular theory of light. What is light? It is a form of energy. The moment we see light is traveling along straight lines, one should consider that light has particle nature.
All the mirrors are plain? No. There are different types of mirrors. So the mirrors on its physical shape and its properties, they are mainly classified into two types. The first is called plane mirrors. The second one is called spherical mirror. The spherical mirrors are formed. Take a sphere, break it into two pieces. Then outer surface is painted. The inner KV surface is used as a reflecting surface. We call that mirror as concave mirror. In the same way, the outer surface is used as a reflecting surface. The inner bend is painted. Then we call that mirror as convex mirror. Spherical mirrors are of two types, concave and convex. The best example for that is a spoon. In the spoon, you can see concave and convex both. Look at the spoon. The concave part, it is KV part, is used as a reflecting surface. If you want to see your image, it is upside down. So it is forming an inverted image. If you look at the spoon like this, bulged part is actually the reflecting surface. The inner bend is painted. Then we call this shape as convex. And if it is a mirror, then we call it as a convex mirror.
So today we are going to learn about triangles. So we know that the closed figure with three sides is called triangle. Triangle consists three sides and three angles. Angle A, angle B and angle C. So if I draw another triangle, triangle ABC and triangle DEF, angle A, angle B, angle C are the three angles in triangle ABC. Angle D, angle E and angle F are the three angles in triangle DEF. If you observe these two triangles, how they are looking? They are looking like same.
Hello students.
I am proud to be Indian. I took India as a theme to explain the concept of sets.
Trigonometry is the branch of mathematics that combines algebra, geometry and arithmetic. Now, how is trigonometry or the study of trigonometry useful in our daily life?
Good morning students. My name is Anurag. I'm just standing in front of you to teach you biology. Let us start with the heading. What is biology? The term means bio means life, logy means study of. See, everyone shows interest to study more about the living things when compared with non-living things. See children, today you will see the bench in your classroom. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, there is no change in the size as well as length of the bench. After 20 years, when you pay visit to your classroom, if you measure the length of the bench, there is no variation. But the size of years before 10 years or before 15 years was very small. Now you have reached the height of 6 feet. The most important characteristic difference between living things and non-living things is life. Organisms which has life mostly exhibit a characteristic feature called growth. Growth is mostly defined as increase in the size as well as gain in weight of an organism. Increase in the size means at the time of birth in the hospital, which is of my half hand size, but now you have reached the size of 5 to 6 feet. How is it possible? What makes us to exhibit growth? Different biochemical reactions takes place in our body, children. So this growth is mostly occurs in cell. You might have studied in your lower classes. The cell is mostly considered as structural and functional unit of living organism.
Not only expert lessons, studies also provides research-oriented study material. The study material contains extensive theoretical notes to create interest for learning among students. We also provide additional study material in the form of audios and videos recommended by experts. Expert lessons, study material already provided by studies. Now it is the time for exams. In the exam center, our experts are ready to challenge the conceptual understanding. Results to students within seconds. Consolidated report directly to the principal. Study's mission is to educate, empower and evaluate. Everything is science.
It is science.